T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The following program is rated TVMA for language. We want everyone to be able to enjoy the program, but sometimes things happen, and we may say things that may be offensive to some or non-conducive to others. So in other words, shit happens. Oops.
Niggas coming.
They pushed me out and maced me.
Here's the problem. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was fucking with it until she got to the second verse, and then her rhyme scheme and her flow went out the window. And now this is trash. I was on board for a minute.
So you were like, this would have started out. You were like,
congratulations! Oh my god!
What the fuck? Is that a new Tyrese video? What I need right now, I need one of two things. I either need the kid that was like, they got us in the first half, you know what I mean? And then in the second half, we figured it out. I either need that or I need the, so what did you think about this? Are you excited? Like that fucking little Latino kid that they ask, are you excited about it? He's like, he's like, oh, like that was me. Oh,
congratulations! Oh my god!
Jesus, bro. I can't with you sometimes.
156, seven. Blerds N The Hood. I'm JayWashington.
I'm the SwaggyBlerd, Winston A. Marshall.
Thanks everybody for checking out Tuesday. Everybody listening on podcasts. Everybody that's been supporting, much appreciated. Glad y'all are here today. Luckily, we don't have to officially run out of here at like 6:55 because I didn't realize his classes were over.
Yeah, it was just for a month. I will warn everybody, there will probably be another point in time in which that is a thing. But that's because, as we all know, we're out here trying to like grow and shit. You know what I mean? And so like the whole point of that class was for me to get some tools in the toolbox to kick 2022's ass, man. So here we are.
That's a good thing, man. I'm kind of glad you got a chance to do that. It was very much appreciated. So with that being said, Mr. Winston A. Marshall.
My nigga.
Nigga. A nigga moment.
Man. Nigga.
My nigga.
What you been doing?
Ripping and running, man. We recorded the Homecoming rewatch, which you guys can check that out tomorrow over on the SEN channel. I had a good meeting with Roxy, which was hilarious though, because she got the booster shot and she's really kind of down today. Like she's like physically not doing great. So I texted her when I got to her place. I'm like, hey, I'm outside. And she was like, wait, what? I was like, bitch, it's Thursday. We're supposed to meet. She goes, oh shit. And then she's like, I don't smell good and I don't have pants on. I don't know how I can have. So she came and let me in, and she was like struggling to pull her pants. She had like a big ass sweatshirt trying to pull her pants up. Like, I don't, what are we, like, so that whole meeting, I mean, we got a decent amount done once she like got some tea and ate some food, but like, it was like, you know, and other than that, I'm excited. I'm headed home tomorrow afternoon to go to Dallas to see my dad and my brother who just turned 50 and my oldest nephew. Now, to that point, for those of you that were there last week, you also know then that if I'm going to Dallas, that means that I didn't end up getting this thing. And it's one of those things where, like, on the one hand, I think that was a situation where, like, I think I need to see my dad. I haven't seen him in a while. I need to see my brother. I haven't seen him in a while, or my nephew. And I think that this is like really, really important. And that wasn't like a life-changing role. It was like a role, which is, it was like good. It's another national TV, so nobody's turning away from that. But like, you know what I mean? Like if it had been like hey, we want you to do like a guest star or like a multiple episode arc, it's like, sorry, bro, like I'll come find you in the Bay. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But you know what I'm saying? For like 2 lines on a show right now, I think effectively it's probably better that it played out the way that it did. But I won't lie, I'm a little bummed about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I knew that regardless of how this played out, I was going to be bummed out one way or the other. I was going to be happy about one, and I was going to be upset about the other. So I'm happy to be able to see all 3 of them because it doesn't happen very often. Not together. I might see one of them every 9 months to a year, but I rarely get to see all 3 of them at once. So it'll be good to just have some Marshall Man time, as we like to call it. So yeah, I'm just gonna pack up tonight, and oh my god,
What?
check your shit real quick.
What am I checking?
I'm happy, but like I just this fast, nigga.
There's nothing over here.
Okay, all right. We're currently. I was shout out to Dijon January, man. We are now $20 away from our first shot. So.
Never mind.
Is there something? All right. Everybody! Oh man. Okay, so I guess that is going down already. Big shout out to everybody. I guess that makes sense. All right, so yeah, that is what's going on with me. I am excited. Oh, I still have liquor here from Tuesday, so we good. I just left it on the desk. So yeah, man. And then I guess the last thing that's been pretty cool.
I think kind of Pearson Word asks, is this a record for fastest shots? I don't
know. One of the After Darks, Castro came in and chose violence because the show started and we had to hit shots 3 fucking times because this motherfucker was in Europe and was like, in case I don't make it, and he made it, but he just started off by sending 3 shots.
So like, if we ever hit 3 shots that fast again, I don't know what to do.
But yeah, man. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm here for it. Yeah, cheers real quick, Jay.
Cheers. I'm gonna stop drinking this nitro cold brew now.
Okay, so it's time for me to ask a question, MrJayWashington.
My nigga.
A nigga moment.
Man. Nigga. My nigga. What you been doing?
Today has been a very rough day for me. If y'all can't see, my eyes are puffy. I've kind of been in tears as a grown man. I hate being a grown black man crying because now I look like a bitch to the internet. My depression has been through the roof. Me feeling like I lost out on a couple roles. I don't have shit going on. I wanted to go either to Vegas with Winston for his birthday or home to C2E2. I'm not going to be able to do either one. I don't have my extra gigs, so I don't know how I'm going to do shit for the kids for Christmas. I don't want to work in the neighborhood. I'm going to figure that out. But then I got to pay bills. And so I just been really depressed all fucking day. And now I got to go work after this and I'll work the nightclub. So I don't give a fuck if I go into the nightclub pissy drunk at this point. But nonetheless, here I am.
Just don't fight niggas that deserve to get hands. Because I wouldn't be surprised if you start fighting niggas that deserve to get hands.
I mean, that is always a possibility at night. Like, there's a possibility of just letting niggas have all the foo-fops. It's just been, I've been feeling like everybody around me has something going on. Something good is happening some way. They're collaborating, they're doing shit. I'm just here, and it's really fucking depressing. I'm in my house 24/7 trying to figure out shit, and sometimes I can't even figure out what I want to do or what I need to be doing. I'm at a standstill, and it feels like nothing is going right. I literally called out to God and just said, help me. Cause like I need a win. Like I just need a win. And it's just like, you know, everybody, I never watch people's stuff anymore. I stopped years ago. I stopped looking at somebody's stuff that gets something and say, damn, that should have been me. I don't ever say that. I'm happy that they have those things. I'm happy that they made things happen. But I'm also like, how do I get to that? Why am I always shut out? Why does it feel like I'm doing everything on my fucking own? Because that is the biggest thing. I have a great manager, a great agent, a decent manager.
Nigga, you see how you told on yourself right now? Like, bro, I'm glad that made put a smile on your face, but you hardcore just told on yourself.
It's like I got okay. And so like, but otherwise I see so many people I know that's able to connect people to do shit, and they're working on stuff together. Anything I'm trying to work on is me working by myself. I have nobody, it seems like, to help pull me up. So I'm always feeling just trapped. I'm always feeling like I'm just by myself. I'm fighting an uphill battle consistently. And I don't think people understand that. I don't think people know what it's like to feel. You have people all the time will tell you, yo, I got your back. And that's cool. I know people have my back. But it's like when it comes to this fucking industry, or just in not even just this particular different industries, not just acting, even stand-up, it's like I'm fighting everything on my own. And that shit is just like really tough. And so, you know, it's just, it is what it is.
So my general question to you, and we won't go like a full type of session or nothing in here, but my general question to you, apart from, I know that the situation with the therapy can be kind of rough because it's Medi-Cal, and the idea that they force you to change therapists and all that kind of stuff. What things do you do for JayWashington outside of going to work out, which I know a lot of that is for your health, but a lot of that is to just clear your mind for the time period you're in that gym, though it sounds like your body is rebelling on you a little bit. What things do you do?
Can we not talk about the fight between me and my body? Because that's an argument. Like, I argue with my body like we in a bad relationship. Bitch, let me walk. Like,
but that's my question. What things do you do for you to try and uplift your spirit? Like, you talk about, like, you know that I'm not religious anymore, but you talk about, do you go to church? Like,
no. Here's why I don't go. I have no way to church. Again, one of the things in Los Angeles, for those who are unfamiliar, is you kind of need a car to get around. And trying to get a car getting a car was high on the list, right after I moved. And then, of course, I didn't have the one freelance gig I'd lost. And so once I had the freelance gig, I was like, okay, now I can start to try to plot this out. But then that happened, and then the shit is like just started happening. So it's like now I got to just make sure at the bare minimum, I have a roof over my head more than anything else. And so, because that's the number one thing to make sure. And so,
nigga, we might have to start selling your semen or something. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, but we got to get these dollars, bro. Yeah, I said it, nigga. Like, I'm saying, we got to do what we got to do, bro. Like,
what the fuck? Oh, shit.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, a lot of either the affirmative shit.
You know, he would step across the line. Habitually, he's a habitual line stepper.
I started to organize these, so it's the ones we use on the regular. Then I moved the ones today so they're quick to find near the pictures. but then I put all the nigga shit right here up at the top, and then everything else I was starting to put in alphabetical order so that it's easy to just look at it. And I didn't finish, but I was working on it.
So it's just, as far as what I, you know what I'm saying, again, going to the club all the time is not easy because, again, it costs money to Uber there and back. And then, you know, going to comedy clubs, if you will. Do I walk a lot just out in this neighborhood? Nigga, no. Because why? Here's why I don't walk a lot in my neighborhood. Because I have this app on my phone that I took off a long time ago. But because a friend of mine works for the app, I put it back on my phone.
So you're seeing a lot of there's a shooting going on and shit
nigga,
like that.
There's a naked nigga with his titties out and a machete. There's a woman threatening people with a foreign object. I'd be like, I don't want to go outside. So I'm always I'm just in the house, nigga. Every time you look up, it was reported gunshots where? Right by the gas pump. What you mean by the gas pump? While they were pumping gas. Excuse me? And then there's, you know, you always like, yo, we got reports of a pigeon slapping the shit out of a homeless man. A pigeon? And it's just, so I don't, you know, it's just all that. But other than that, I mean, I'm here. Fuck my, you know, this ain't about Jay and being sorry and Jay being sad. Fuck my feelings. I've learned this. I've learned this recently. As much as even on this show, we openly talk about mental health and, you know, us trying to both be vocal about our struggles and our battles. Nobody gives a fuck about a big black guy's mental health. I learned that, especially if you're not part of anybody. Nobody gives a shit. Like, somebody will check in on you, but at the end of the day, it's like, all right, nigga, you ain't got time to be sad. Suck it up and move on. And that's how I'm looking at it.
I mean, that is your opinion. I don't agree with it.
In our first story.
I mean, yeah, we can get into the first story. That's fine. I'm just saying that, like, I think that you
in our first story.
All right, take a deep breath. All right, so for those of you that...
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Fuck this bullshit.
Dalvin Cook has just had a lawsuit filed against him by a former girlfriend, Sergeant Gracelyn Trimble, that alleges that Cook was physically violent with her. Now, there is a very specific incident that they're referring to. On November 19, 2020, Sergeant Trimble believed Cook was unfaithful and went to his house to pick up her things. Cook allegedly threw her to the ground and beat her with a broomstick, according to the lawsuit. But Cook's attorneys say that this is actually extortion for millions and claims that Trimble was physically and emotionally abusive the entire relationship, entered Cook's home without permission, and then proceeded to physically assault Cook and his house guests. Both Cook's attorneys and Trimble's attorneys claim mace and a gun were involved. Trimble's attorneys were saying she pulled the mace and sprayed herself. Cook's attorneys say she pulled the mace. Yes.
So she had the can turned the wrong way. Nigga, I swear to God,
and then Cook's attorneys say that she pulled the mace and sprayed him and his house guests. There was also the fact that
nigga, what if I come visit you and your bitch spray you with mace randomly? Nigga, hey, come over there, I came for the wings.
And then also that his gun was pulled out, and apparently she claims that she pulled it on, that he pulled it on her, but they're saying, Cook and the house guests and his attorneys are saying that she took the gun and it was threatening to shoot all of them. But there's been a lot of stuff going on here. It's been a kind of a weird he said, she said, because nobody is really fully in the clear here for a number of reasons. So first of all, there was a number of people coming at Adam Schefter because he reported before the lawsuit dropped saying Dalvin Cook is a victim of domestic abuse and extortion. That's pending litigation. According to his agent. His agent tried to get in front of this before that dropped, and then said an incident occurred over a year ago when a female U.S. military sergeant used a stolen garage door opener to enter Cook's home and attack a guest of Cook's and Cook. Per his agent, military sergeant maced Cook directly in his eyes immediately upon illegally entering, the agent said. Now, here's the only thing.
I just want to say this for a record. I just want to stop you real quick for a second.
Yeah.
Every time I keep reading these, go back. When you put up Hitler, I have to read real quick. And I was like, why the fuck is Hitler talking? Like,
I mean, I won't pretend like that isn't something I myself got a little confused about when I was reading these, but it is something that for sure has been on my mind. Okay, so hold on. I wanted to bring up this next image because I'm not going to be able to read it as well when it comes up. So this is another thing that came out, though. So while he is claiming that he's kind of in the right here, and that she's the one
Screenshots will
doing
be
it,
your downfall, fellas.
they really will. So this is the DMs between her and Dalvin, who says, "I know what I did, and I can't rewind, but I just want you to know I'm sorry. I love you so much, despite you thinking I don't and never did, but I do. Whatever you need to hear, I'm here for you. And if you want to go to the police, I respect that. I'll take my punishment for what I did." She then says, "Dalvin, my face is so messed up, I probably won't even get to go see my family for Thanksgiving." She said, and he said, "I'm so sorry for that, but the situation just got out of hand from the jump. Can you come back to me?" So things are bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, like
now,
his fist on her face. Now,
hold on. There's more to it before we get into. There's more. So first of all, his attorneys got very pissed, saying that they leaked this to the media beforehand, and this is all because she is actually abusing him and trying to extort him. And some of the things that don't necessarily help, some people are looking like apparently the day before the lawsuit came out, she had posted this on her IG story, which Jay has a way he feels about this. We'll talk about that in a minute. But she posted, "The only man I need is money," which kind of doesn't look great for her extortion part. But here's the big kicker. She was previously married, right? She was married to this one dude. Mm-hmm. She ended up cheating on her husband with Dalvin Cook. Mm-hmm. And then when that went sideways and they decided to get the push, she decided to stab her ex-husband on her way out with leaving with Dalvin Cook. Now, here's the other thing that went down that is going on. There's actually a video that came out of her threatening to get her gun and to shoot Dalvin in an argument she had a little while ago.
Ooh, Chris, you're blocking him. Come on.
Zach, I'm gonna block him. You can call the police. You can call whoever.
Nobody wants to call the police. Just let him go.
No. Okay, let me talk to him.
No talking. No talking.
You owe that to me. You owe that to
shit
me.
To nobody. I don't owe. Let my hair go.
Chris.
Let it go. Stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch on your shit again.
You can have it, bro.
Get my gun and pull that bitch.
All right, get your gun.
Dumbass nigga, get this shit out of here
pull
too.
Your gun. Who's gun? Who, bro?
Chris, stop.
Yo!
You hadn't seen that? You hadn't seen that?
No.
Oh yeah. Right. So here's the very last thing, and then go then free for all. So all of that being out there, again, we have the history. She was in the military. The history of her violence against her ex-husband. This video that came out. This is the last thing that Dalvin said yesterday in a press conference, especially because people were like, "Why is he not on the commissioner's list?" Dealing with all
everybody. I just want to start. I know it's a lot of questions about the reports and the things that came out yesterday. I just want everybody to know I'm a victim in the situation, and the truth and the details about the situation will come out at a further time. And any further questions, y'all can ask my agent, my attorney, and that'll be all.
All right, so here's the fucked up thing. The screenshot is the one thing for him that screws him, right? Reports, allegations, affidavits, whatever, all that withstanding the screenshot, right? But this also talks to the issue of men being victims of domestic abuse and nobody believing them. I said this jokingly, and I kind of still stand by it. This is the Chris Brown Rihanna situation. They were in a fight and she lost.
I take my face off screen for this shit, nigga. I don't.
Your name is still there, so you still here. Here's what I mean.
We can fix it.
They fight all the time. They clearly fight regularly. This is what, and remember, she's like, "Yo, I hit you again. I hit you again." They fight regular. This is a toxic ass relationship. And I'm telling you this because I know niggas and bitches in relationships like this. And these motherfuckers stay together because they beat the shit out of each other, but they be like, "But we love each other." And again, one will sit there and show the pictures of the other. "You scratched me up like this. Look at my face." They'll send it back and forth. This is a major deal. Unfortunately, this shit happens all the time, and we know it shouldn't. O.J. Simpson is the one that put it mainly on Front Street because it had been happening prior. It had always been happening, but because it was such a high-profile case is what I mean.
Yeah.
This situation, everybody's like, "Why is he?" They both are part of this problem. And that's going to be the issue. I need people to understand. If we're going to argue, yes, Dalvin Cook should have never hit her. He should have never clocked back by the power of Grayskull with his fist.
But I will make the argument, if it is genuinely true, she trespassed and was physically fucking him up with like mace and like pointing a gun at him and shit.
Nigga, if you got witnesses that say I was at your crib and she maced everybody. Because also when you mace somebody, not like pepper spray. Pepper spray spreads. Mace, depending on the type. This is the problem is, no matter what happens with lawsuits, charges, whatever, the biggest thing is going to be the two of them are going to need to be apart from one another. Because at the end of the fucking day,
I would say that this is more this than Chris Brown and Rihanna is the Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation, where it sounds like Amber Heard is equally as ridiculous as Johnny Depp is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they both are bad. They're my crazy matches your crazy. They're crazy. That's that wild ass saying, and that's what this is. My crazy matches your crazy, because at the end of the day, we can have Dalvin Cook can be on the commissioner's exempt list. The league can go through it. They can handle all this litigation shit out of court. But if at the end of the day, them two motherfuckers are right back together, which it seems like this is a long time coming.
Well, it sounds like this is like over, or like it sounded like, because that DM was from a year ago, so this is right after the incident happened. So they're not together
now. Time out. So they're
this incident was a year ago. The lawsuit is happening right now. Right. So that's part of what's going on there, because part of what she said, she also claimed in the lawsuit he's been abusive the whole time and knew that he was cheating on her while she was in a hospital dealing with a miscarriage for their baby. So like there is a lot of just shit all over the area, and that's the whole thing. I don't another one of those, because it's a he said, she said, and it's really going to just come down to the evidence and what happens with it. I don't really know how to take it. The only thing that comes into my brain with it, again, she's a sergeant in the U.S. Army. So she has training.
Is she active? Is she active?
She might not be after this.
Well, no. Because here, this is not, first of all, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. To get a sergeant ranking is not that hard. As long as you do what you do. No. In the Army? No. It's a bit of work. It's like it's a promotion.
I thought it was. It's not hard to get sergeant.
If you really want to get sergeant, you can get it. Most people want to go out because it's private first class sergeant, if I'm not mistaken. Most people just want to get out of PFC real quick.
She was a sergeant first class.
Yeah, so she was higher than a regular sergeant. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she was higher.
She had to bust her ass to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that also means that she is very good at her job, whatever it was. And obviously, if she's been trained by the armed forces, like she can hold. So like it's definitely one of those situations where Dalvin Cook is obviously bigger than her, so he could do some damn. But she also clearly knows how to enact some violence herself.
Yeah, but like Assad also, okay, they're specialists. That's what it was. And
specialist before sergeant.
Thank you.
See, that's what I thought. I didn't think it was that easy.
I thought it was because one of my homies jumped to sergeant real quick, and I was like, "Nigga, what did you do?" That's the only reason I thought it was that easy, because I got a couple homies who became sergeant in the Army quick. So please forgive me to salute your shorts. Okay.
What?
I just want to make a Nickelodeon joke, and this is. What the fuck? Oh shit!
This nigga said, "Salute your shorts." Oh my god!
At the end of the day, when it comes to her training aside,
sure,
that is one thing, but the level of who she is the foundation of that. And there are people, again, cops. You hear about domestic violence situation with police officers, et cetera, and people will bring up their profession, but the thing is, again, are the two of them going to be together, or are they they're not together? So it's like, all right, this is a year later. Why now? We always wonder about timing of situations too. You know what I'm saying? That's always the thing you say. Like, again, a year later. So, because when you said that text is like, yo, I can't even see my family for Thanksgiving, I'm under the guise that this is this year.
So interesting, real quick. So this all happened last year, but the lawsuit is happening now. So El Boogie asked, shouldn't she be in trouble with the Army? And Dwayne giving us that info. saying she will be. There's not double jeopardy for military justice. They'll let the civilian side do all the work and just go off of that. So if she is found that she's the one at fault here, then the military will take that into consideration when they.
And by the way, shout out J.L. Jackson said the way to say that transition from domestic violence to Nickelodeon was flawless.
Oh my God! Let me stick to the transitions before you end up with the miscarriage of justice, just like our next story is unfortunately headed towards. Go ahead, Jay.
This bitch ass nigga's finna walk. I'm gonna just say it that way. Let me make sure I get it out the way. I've said this on social media. I will say it to anybody in person. I don't give a fuck. Kyle Rittenhouse is going to walk. I need no one to sit here and think, well, maybe there's a shot. There's not. You know why? Because the judge is on his side so much, it is fucking ridiculous. When the judge said that the victims that he murdered couldn't be called victims, they had to be called looters and rioters, that was an issue. That was huge. They're like, victim is a loaded term. Fuck you. Right. When he said, when they were like, victim is a loaded term, like, no, these are the victims of his murder. He murdered them.
Exactly.
And so I need people to understand that this boy is going to walk. There is no doubt about it. But there's been a lot on social media where people have compared this to the George Zimmerman situation. I don't know if you can compare this to Zimmerman because this is actually worse. There wasn't a situation in the Zimmerman situation where you were looking around and you were like, could the jury or could the judge, could the defense or the prosecution might have handled this wrong, et cetera, et cetera. That's not the case. You know for a fact in this situation, the judge is for him. They just said just the other day in court, the judge's ringtone went off. It is the Trump rally theme.
Excuse me, what?
Yes. The judge's ringtone went off in court. Out of all people, right? But also, speaking of court, I bring that up because this son of a bitch's trial is being broadcast to the world to see, to just show you how white people can get off doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
Well, now here's my question. Obviously, everybody focused on his testimony, but did you see the testimony of one of the main guy, one of the prosecution's like
just
top?
Give me.
You have it. Okay, great. Sorry.
I don't have that one, but we're gonna go to this first because I want to bring up why I brought up Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse did what in most cases you are not advised to do, and that is take the stand. Well, during the portion of his testimony on the stand, I want to show you the worst acting job in history, ladies and gentlemen.
People right there.
Take a deep breath, Kyle.
That's what I run.
We're going to just take time for our break anyway. You can just relax for a minute, sir. We're going to take a break about 10 minutes, and please don't talk about the case during the break. Read, watch, or listen to any economy trial.
Several things happened during that. Number one, the most fake-ass tears ever. You couldn't even muster actual tears. Number two, there is a moment he glances to the jury to see if they are looking at him. Number three, the judge, it's going to be okay. The judge even knows he's not crying. And fuck his mama in that courtroom too. Bitch, you drove him.
Yes. No. That actually was proven in the evidence that she didn't drive him.
Oh, well,
it was mentioned. And so I've been following this too. So that it came out that she didn't actually drive him, but she knew he went on his own to go do that. He was not legally allowed to buy a pistol. So he actually had it. So he had a friend go buy him an AR rifle for this. Again, he crossed state lines, did not have a proper open carry permit for this. He lied and said that he was an EMT. He's not an EMT. He was a lifeguard. He also claimed in court that he had been taking classes to become an EMT. He signed up for that shit last month, nigga. Because remember, he had right-wingers. He had a $2 million bail. They raised money on Kickstarter for this nigga. So whole
ass Ricky Stroder from Silver Spoons.
So you have all of that, and then you also have the fact. So this is the part that I'm saying, if you want to talk about him potentially getting off, and this is the problem. One of the key witnesses for the prosecution told a particular story. Then when the defense got a hold of him, he started recanting on a lot of stuff. The easiest way that you can find it, if you go and find yesterday's Philip DeFranco show, he does a really good breakdown of it. He has that clip. The prosecution is caught like this, just rubbing his fucking head when the witness is done, and you essentially know this shit about to be over. Now, the only other thing that fucking sucks, it sucks so hard, and again, like you said, this judge is clearly playing sides here. There was a video that came out of him no more than like a month, maybe 2 months, like at the start of the fucking protest, of him looking at videos and him saying in the commentary, like, yo, if I was out there, I would get my gun and I would start firing shots at these motherfuckers. But the judge said they're not allowed to have that. It's inadmissible as evidence. And he was like, I'll think about it if I let it back in. The prosecution brought it up. And now he's about to, like, he's been going after the prosecution and saying they might hold him in contempt. Mm-hmm. And even the defense then filed for them to throw out the case to declare a mistrial with prejudice, meaning they would not be able to file again. So there's a lot of shit stacking up here that you're right. This is probably going the way of this kid, period, unfortunately.
We all know this for a fact. Even, and here's the thing, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know if Tommy's watching or anybody else is legally, that's one of our legal friends, the jury can decide one thing and the judge can overturn it. So let's just hypothetically say that
it was 2 weeks before, not 2 weeks, 2 weeks. So which is even worse.
Even worse. Let's say the jury decides to convict him. The judge could be like, no. The judge could be like, no.
Yeah, but there's a lot of scrutiny for that shit. If he does that, he has to have a damn good reason to write the shit out of it.
First of all,
he can do it. He can do it. You're right.
And I'm gonna tell you, the reason I just had a quick rebuttal to what you just said is you said scrutiny. This motherfucker has already said out the gate, no matter when you assault anybody, whether it's a murder, whatever, they are automatically victims of the crime, regardless of whatever else you think of. They are automatically victims. To say that they will not be labeled as victims in this court, that they are rioters and looters, you have automatically faced scrutiny out the gate. You've already proven that your bias is there.
No, I know. I mean, but this is all over again is God, I can't even remember. I don't even want to remember that fuckface's name. The kid from Stanford that raped the girl and got 3 months in prison and didn't even do
Brock Turner.
Thank you. It's the same shit because the judge was like, I don't want to ruin this young man's life because, from one bad mistake. Go fuck yourself.
And that's exactly that's what that judge is going to say. That judge is going to say this young man made a mistake. But here's the problem with that statement of this young man made a mistake is because he be running around here with this shirt on, free as fuck. Remember that? He was taking pictures in a bar like he's a goddamn celebrity. This dude is going to, here's the thing, and I bring this up because I need everybody, primarily black people, that are watching this case, just watch it and be like, whatever. Because as long as you say whatever and don't act like, yo, there's a possibility. You should have known from the jump.
Dwayne, I think you're confusing because unfortunately 2 cases are happening at the same time. I think you're confusing it with Ahmaud Arbery, where the two white dudes that killed Ahmaud Arbery, they wouldn't allow any black jurors. There's one black juror, but the rest of them all got turned away. So that is 11 white folks and 1 black folk.
But see, AJ Jones says this. Don't worry, he'll mess up again. But here's the problem. As long as he's in Wisconsin or Illinois, because I have to remind people about some things. Illinois is a blue state because of one city. If Chicago doesn't go blue, Illinois is what Illinois is. Illinois is a very, very red state. Mm-hmm. But because Chicago goes blue, the state goes blue. So if he does some shit in Illinois or Wisconsin, he would walk. So people actually acting like, again, this is one of those things you got to bring it up, but you know what's going to happen.
I didn't, Dwayne. Feel free to let us know because I it's hard to follow both of these cases, to be honest with you, both for like my mental sanity.
That's why I haven't.
But they're also going on simultaneously.
That's the other thing. That's why I haven't. That's why I haven't. Because like there are things people be like, how can this happen? How can that happen? Easy, because this country don't like black people. That's the plain and simple answer. There is no other way to respond to that. oh, but we had a black president because you motherfuckers are just want to say, see, we're not racist. It is just like Martin Luther King said, the one person that every white person tends to bring up. It's always that, well, the Martin Luther King said the white liberal is one of the worst people out there. Let's just be real. Because those are the ones that try to preach how much they're not racist are the ones that are super racist. But on top of that, this country is adamantly stated and proven it don't like niggas.
The defense in the Ahmaud Arbery case of the two white dudes said the defense said we can't have any more black pastors in the courtroom because Sharpton has been sitting with the family. Bro. I'll tell you this. This is the one thing that I'm genuinely concerned about, and Chris Cochran kind of hit it. MAGA heads are going to be emboldened as hell if he walks. So this is the thing, and that actually was. It's an open secret that I love watching the fucking View. My inner housewife comes out, and I just sit down and I'm like, "Whoop it! Tell these motherfuckers what the deal is, right?" Sonny Houston was brought up a very good point about this Rittenhouse case. If he gets convicted, the right is going to be in a situation where they're going to get super pissed and he becomes a martyr. If he walks, you are now emboldening all these motherfuckers that think they can just go be vigilantes and do whatever the fuck they want. So this is definitely a lose-lose situation, but one is definitely worse than the other.
I'm sorry. Let me remember the aforementioned George Zimmerman.
No.
And I'm saying because of George Zimmerman, it's how you get a Kyle Rittenhouse.
I agree with you. And also the two fuckers that killed him on Aubrey. I'm very aware of both of that.
Right, because of a George Zimmerman is how you get them. So to think that they're gonna think, oh, they can do this already, it already started.
But it's gonna get infinitely worse. That's the problem. It will get infinitely worse because of this. But that's neither here nor there. Goddamn, all of our stories are so fucking intense today.
I know. I was hoping, even the Karen is kind of intense, and I'm thinking about trying to find one to change it real fast. I'm about to find a Karen real quick, nigga, because I was like, I can't.
You know what? How about this? We need a palate cleanse. 100 likes and not. Here you go, y'all. I didn't want to go back, but Chris Lee said apparently on Hannity, this motherfucker's mom said Kyle would do it again. Come the fuck on. Yeah, meow on credit. Y'all got meow on credit. That's what that was. Y'all got meow on layaway, nigga.
Y'all got that one on the, look. I mean, shit's real out in these streets. We kind of need to give y'all something. It's a down payment if y'all fuck up for one. So, if y'all hit 97 likes.
They're at 97. Okay, that's I'll let that one slide today just because it's been a fucking day so far. So how about this? How about this cheesy ass motherfucking commercial that came out that is absolutely ridiculous? Look at this.
We're here. I heard Amazon was hiring a bajillion people and thought I'd take a look for myself. Do you have to go with the arrow up?
Yeah.
The arrow up. So Amazon does pay for tuition?
Yep.
So what do you think my major should be? Hi, Savannah.
Hi, Gary.
Wait, I get to drive a forklift? Benefits, tuition, and flexible hours. They're hiring everywhere, so check it out for yourself.
So Terry Crews did his commercial, series of commercials for Amazon. Jay and I have slightly varying opinions on this. My biggest...
you know what? I'm gonna keep Karen because fuck it.
Okay,
that's
fine.
Cool.
I hate this man because it's super fucking cringe. He's getting roasted left and right. Like some of the people calling it out, being like, "Yo, Terry Crews out here cosplaying as a poor person to do an ad for union busting." He's basically John Cena's character from Suicide Squad now. I mean, and that's part of the problem. For those of you that don't know, there's a lot of union talk happening with Amazon workers because of the treatment that they're going through. So Amazon has done a lot of damage control on a number of different commercials. about, did you know that Amazon's base pay starts at $15 an hour? And depending on where you are, it could be more. And they're doing everything they can to get away from all those stories that came out as this union vote gets closer and closer to figure out what's going on. So it just wasn't a good look. I mean, some of the other tweets coming in, I'm sure during filming he was permitted to use the restroom when he needed to. That's something that Amazon workers can't do. And you also had somebody being like, why is homie wearing his 25,000 perennial watch in this, slapping my ass off? So, Jay, I know we talked about this and you before the show, and you were mentioning that, like, you know what? I guarantee you Amazon backed up a Brinks truck to this fool. And like, so tell them where you're at on this whole thing.
Look, no matter who, I know it's Terry Crews. Look, we make no qualms about talking about Captain Kangaroo on this show. No qualms about it at all. But no matter what celebrity would have done that, we'd be talking about this right now. The heat comes the most part because of the shit Terry Crews has been doing. Amazon withstanding. Amazon's bullshit, we know it, right? We know Amazon's bullshit regardless. But also, Amazon had to back a truck up to get him to do this. Terry Crews is not cheap. And especially you can just raise his rate up and his price up. So, of course, he got the bag. Let's just be honest. And some people are like, well, all bags ain't good bags. At this point, we're talking about Terry Crews. You think he give a fuck anymore? You think he gives a shit? He don't. The bag is the bag. You know what I'm saying? And so, no matter who it was, we would be talking about this. But again, and if this is because this is something we were talking about. Spidey Sensei 72 said, does Terry Crews even need that money? He's been in Hollywood long enough to be financially stable. Look at Regina King just did a Wells Fargo commercial.
Yo, fuck that. Samuel L. Jackson says yes to everything put in front of his face.
Everything.
I think the big thing is, and that's the one thing I will say, that people got to stop counting people's wallets.
I've said this on that show. I've said that on this show.
And I agree with that because remember, Terry Crews, to my knowledge, I believe has 4 kids, which I guarantee you they're all in private school or have had some sort of boost up. They got to pay for all that college, let alone, again, being at that level. It's possible he may have gotten like a more modest house, but he's done enough work that he's made enough money that he probably needs to continue to pay those bills to live a certain lifestyle. So I'm not going to knock him for that, but it's what I said, and which is not, if I was on his team, knowing that Amazon right now has this really shitty stink on it, I would have been like, if anybody else is backing up money like this, man, we should look at another brand because this is not the look right now. They're trying to get out of their own shit right now.
But here's the thing, and like I told you off air, this is not the look to one side of the group. There's another side that's still fucking with. Remember, when Terry Crews started going hella coontastic, there's one side that was like, what the fuck is
fantastic?
Everybody's like, the fuck is wrong with you? But there's another side that jumped on the bandwagon with him. And that's still that bandwagon side. That's still that side that is going to support him regardless, even regardless of Amazon's situation. So people forget that. Again, I told you this before we recorded. We have to look at what this is, take personal feelings out. Look at the business behind it. Like I know Jimmy Nail said the thing, no amount of money is worth self-respect. We're past that. We're past that point now. We in this game. We're talking about this business where money gonna come in. Motherfuckers have taken checks for less. For less.
All right, so yeah. No, before that's fair. So before we go on to our next story real quick, I want to do a little detour. I want to do a nerdy detour, try and palate cleanse once again. This was trending on Twitter earlier today that someone had said Storm was overrated, and this chick, Mina Kim, says the most overrated mutant is Gambit. Take away the charisma, and he's just a glorified poker dealer. Storm is powerful as fuck. So let's go ahead and talk about this for a minute, Jay. Who do you think is actually the most overrated mutant? Because it damn sure ain't Gambit, and I have a number of reasons why. Storm deserves her due. Let's be real. Storm needs a lot more respect on her name, but you ain't gonna do this to Gambit. I'm not gonna. So who do you think is the most overrated mutant,
dog? I'm probably gonna glitch because I'm exporting something. Most overrated mutant to me, y'all gonna be mad as fuck when I tell you this. Sabretooth.
Why the niggas just about that?
Sabretooth is just that angry beast. He's an angry beast and dumb.
Well, with the healing factor. And
that's it.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
By the way,
exactly.
Streamlabs.com, streamlabs.com/Blerds-in-the-Hood/tip if you want to get in questions and support.
Yo,
Streamlabs.com.
Miss me with the Streamlabs.com/Blerds. Miss me with that shit. He is not worthless. My nigga, there is a story where my nigga becomes something known as the sun. He literally destroys everything on the earth and is ruling the planet his goddamn self.
Who, Gambit?
Yes, because his power is fully awakened, and this nigga is able to just manipulate energy on a ridiculous motherfucking level.
I would tell you,
Gambit like this.
I would tell y'all how much Cyclops is overrated. The nigga, his brother can fuck him up. Okay, his brother fucks him up. Not to mention that Storm has already beat that nigga's ass multiple times. He's the cuckold for Wolverine and Jean. So this.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Is he a piece of shit? Sure. He be fucking Jean's clone and fucking Emma Frost at the same time. And then Jean comes back and he's all like, huh? So is he kind of a shitty person? He also straight up murdered Charles Xavier at one point. He sucks. But he's not over. That is one of the greatest. He has been rivaled with Captain America with his leadership ability. No. For the podcast listeners, Spidey Sensei asked, "What about Forge? He's just a glorified handyman." Are you telling me Forge is just Buffalo butt, nigga?
Don't you call that nigga Bookman? Wait, I saw the one I wanted to. Where was it? Latoya F says the girl with fireworks in the face is old Jubilee.
You're talking about Jubilee only because we've never seen her really hit motherfuckers with a real black. If she finally one day got enough fireworks that she
you know what that would mean? She would be nigga. If Jubilee got enough fireworks together, the bitch would be the end celebration of the 4th of July thing at the beach. That's what she'd be, nigga. You know when that said last boom boom boom. That's what Jubilee would be.
I would say Dazzler in that regard, bro. Dazzler is just light.
That's why they made it Taylor Swift. That's why they made it.
Taylor Swift was Dazzler?
Yep, and you can have this screen now. I don't need them coming at me.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Taylor Swift is Dazzler.
Taylor Swift Dazzler? When?
Yeah, in X-Men, I think it was Days of Future Past or whatever.
Nigga, please. Where the fuck was Taylor Swift in no goddamn X-Men?
Nigga.
I'm looking it up right now. I don't even, what the fuck? Because I know her ass was in Valentine's Day. She was in that with Tyler Lockner.
What? First of all, what the fuck? Wait, no. We're not. Nigga, how do you go from Taylor Swift in the X-Men movie? But I know she was in Valentine's Day. Oh,
because her and Taylor Lautner were fucking hysterical in that.
Okay, so she wasn't. Okay, so everybody was like, "Oh, somebody said no, that's a different actress." Well, all them white women look the same.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Come on.
It was definitely a blonde chick. It was all them white women look the same at that moment.
No, not even close. She looks nothing like who was Dazzler.
She was in Cats. That's what she was.
She was in Cats.
Release the butthole version.
No, stop this.
That's what it was. She was rumored as Dazzler.
Fair. Okay. So, all right. Cool. We had a little debate there that it was
congratulations. Oh my god.
Stupid nigga. All right, go ahead and hit your story, bro.
All right, so this is gonna go sideways probably. Black Panther 2: Wakanda Forever is currently in a pause in production due to an injury thanks to a harness rig to one of its stars, Letitia Wright. Now, Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri, and has been under fire for retweeting anti-vax videos back in the day, and then just said, I want to talk about all sides of information. And then it came out recently that supposed she was espousing her anti-vax COVID-19 beliefs on set, and then she spoke out on it and said, fuck out of here, I'm not doing that. Well, here's a problem. If Letitia Wright is actually unvaccinated, because I've been reading a lot of the articles and everybody keep going, she did, this is what they was like, she didn't say she was vaccinated. Here's the problem. If she's not, because Letitia Wright is at home convalescing, Letitia Wright does not live in America. She lives in London. If Letitia Wright is not vaccinated, production could be halted even longer because of the CDC's rule that in order to enter the United States, you have to be vaccinated. They are not just taking test results.
There's an exception because it's a very it essentially is like, why would you make this a rule? So it's either you have to be vaccinated, or if you're from an international country.
Real quick, Haskell 420 says, question, since we got 109 likes, does that mean we paid back the Meow loan, or do we still earn more likes for the credit fees? Streamlabs.com/Blerds N The Hood /
for the fees. That's how you pay the fees. You ain't shit, nigga.
Streamlabs.com/Blerds N The Hood /
So the other rule, which is kind of stupid, if you're from a country that doesn't readily have the vaccine, you can also enter, though.
Nigga, they have 4 in England.
I know they do.
They got the AstraZeneca one, nigga.
So it won't apply to her. I'm aware of that. It won't apply to her because she's from England. But I just wanted to point out that rule seems really stupid to me. That you're like, or if you're just from a country that doesn't really have a vaccine, you can still come in anyway. Like, either you need a vaccine to get in or you don't. I don't understand.
Wait, I'm trying to add up something real quick.
The big payback. What do you need to know something from me? Is that what you're trying to? Are you trying to calculate?
I just put something up. Yeah, I'm put something in the private chat. But like, so again, that may be the thing. But here's the problem. I hate the fact that people are going like, she didn't say it. Now, again, this isn't an Aaron Rodgers situation when he was like, I'm immunized. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole. It's one of those things like, let her just finish this movie. But again, what's the BS on set, Connor? Connor Piece of War says, all this BS on set has killed my excitement. She's literally not there right now because of an injury. She got hurt doing a stunt, nigga. That's like, I think people gotta separate the two right now. Like, she's not there right now, not due to COVID, due to an injury that happened on set. And,
yeah.
Okay, and so we just got another that. Okay, and okay, so I just got that.
No, from the beginning. We got another. Okay, so it's this then. If that just came, it's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just basically we $40 away from another shot, and I didn't know what was happening. I was confused. I was like, "Where's the like?" It added up. I was like, "Did we hit it or not?" Again, I know a lot of people like, "Yo, just recast her, move on." This is not.
Really can at this point, bro.
You can't. This is not like you are in the middle of the movie. In order for them to recast her, they would have to shoot the whole movie over.
I don't, because we still haven't got confirms about the plot and if she becomes the Black Panther or anything like that. But that is kind of the idea that most people are moving towards.
And also, it's not. Here's the unfortunate thing, and I know people say, "Well, we're gonna buy tickets." Whatever's in her contract with Disney, what Kevin Feige and Ryan Coogler know, because remember, we didn't know Chadwick's cancer status, unfortunately.
Yeah, but we do know this. Everybody! Shout out to Dujon again, throwing in that last 40 we needed for shot number 2. Thank you, sir. Oh, Lord.
Hi, let me pick up the big ass bottle.
Y'all done killed my Crown Vanilla. Now I gotta take nasty shit if we take another one.
Nigga, do you know how big this bottle is? And when you pull the cork out, it makes a boom.
Yeah, it makes a boom boom sound, bro.
Somebody said do the Tig Notaro thing, but here was again, a lot of people just like Tig Notaro regardless. I mean, I will admit it was kind of crazy when you looked at how they put her. You know.
Yeah. Well, all I'll say is to that point, I mean, yes, as annoying as it all is, she was great in the first film. That's why I think a lot of people are really talking about this. Cheers. It's frustrating.
We got real hard.
Gross. Do you have this last story down here that we were supposed to do on Tuesday?
Yeah, I took it out because I know you needed room. I got to put it back in.
Okay, yeah, so I can kill some time by reading the Streamlabs while you do that. So Jay is going to put in some assets for our last story today before we get to the Karen, and I'm going to read the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Blerds if you'd like to get in a question, comment, or support the show. We appreciate each and every one of you. Alberto Rios, thank you so much for the donation. Dejan has sent in 2 different cash apps right now. Thank you so much for that. Who sent you your cash app?
Boy, Go look at Twitter. Go look at the group chat. Go look at the group chat.
Oh no. Who the fuck is that though?
That's nasty. That porn nigga with Kyle Rittenhouse. Nigga.
God damn it, Dwayne. All you need to know is if you were wondering if all of your favorite black folk on the internet in the same sphere talk to each other, that there is a group chat where Dwayne is definitely here dropping bombs, and he just hit it with one of them. Though Jay likes to send random porn. I don't know why. Last week you sent some random porn video.
What porn did I send you?
Nigga, I have to rewind back. I don't want to have to go look for it, but you 1,000% sent a goddamn porn video last week.
I did not send a porn video.
Yes, you did.
Shouts out to AJ Jones. He says, what did you think of Eternals? I actually enjoyed it. I liked it. I understood they deviated, no pun intended, from the actual source material and bit to reintroduce new characters. And I understand why it's longer, because it had to introduce 11 motherfuckers y'all have never heard of.
Oh, I loved Eternals, bro. I
loved it.
Are there things that could have improved? Of course. Like there's no. I think I've seen like one perfect movie, and to be honest with you, I don't even fucking remember what movie it was at this point.
And from Shots by JKC says, can we get a Blerds Disney Plus Day stream? That's tomorrow. I think Winston has to work.
I've got SEM, but then I've got my flight to Dallas. Oh, yeah. So if you are able to, awesome. But I unfortunately will not be at a computer most of the day. So I can't. But I want to get the rest of these streamlabs before we get to that other story.
Yeah, because I got to go to work.
Jimmy, no, I know. Jimmy Nails. Did this guy with machete thing actually happen? Why is that y'all's go-to? LOL. Yes, that's the problem. For some reason, machetes are they're in a plethora. Oh, that's what it was. Yes, you sent a chick squirting on some flowers, Jay. You sent that as a motherfucker. She was like, they're good for the flowers, and you sent that shit in the group chat. He is exactly right, you son of a bitch.
So what I sent y'all was flowers.
Oops. You sent what?
I sent them a woman watering flowers. She was using her natural water that just happened to stream from her reproductive system.
Anyway. Okay, so these so Jimmy, yes, there's apparently an outbreak of goddamn machetes out here in these streets. Oh,
you can buy a machete from Walmart.
Yeah. Do we got to do some more math? Hold on. So the Cash App made it that, and then I see this right now, so that would make it this, right?
And I got this.
What did you just get? Okay, so it's really this.
That, yes.
Okay, so we're $50 away from another shot. Jesus Christ. All right. French Tantrum, thank you so much for the donation. Cheers, Blerds. I started Amazon last month. So far, I haven't seen any of the things I've heard of, but it's a new facility and they're in damage control mode. The commercial was awful, though. So French are, I get that, and that's the thing. They are 1,000% in damage control mode. Like that is clear with the commercials they're putting out.
Hurry up with this because I want to read this because Brian Lawson has one that really is interesting. That is a good conversation.
We can keep moving. Haskell saying down payment for the meow advancement. Thank you. So go ahead.
Brian Lawson says, are you saying there's no case for self-defense? First victim is a 5-time child molester chasing him down, hands on the barrel of the rifle. Second victim attacking him on the ground with a skateboard. Third victim had a gun on him. Videos are out there. Now, and also G. Smith with the donation. Have a great weekend, fellas. So, Brian, here's the deal. You only found out about the person's record after the fact, right? You cannot, it's unfortunate. And I get what a lot of people are going to say. Yeah, you took a child molester out, but you didn't know that was that. Now, he illegally had the weapon as well. Self-defense is a thing. But when you
he illegally had the weapon. He crossed state lines clearly with intent, which is why it's bullshit. The judge did not allow that video of him 2 weeks prior saying, if I was there, I would open fire on those motherfuckers. He says that in a fucking video. So all of that, like, now mind you, yes, even with that, if you were being attacked, there is a certain level of something, but he had no business being there, lied about why he was there, all sorts of shit. There's just a lot of muddy shit in this entire
Again,
thing.
self-defense is a thing. Self-defense, but also when you go out there guns pointed because you're trying to be security for something that's not your job to protect.
Right.
You're not even supposed to be there.
Exactly. He's not even supposed to be, and he made a decision. So there is a certain thing. Wait a minute. Dwayne says bringing up people's records after is like bringing up anybody that had a record on the plane on 9/11.
Exactly. You can't bring up, nobody cares. Nobody know. I don't. So hypothetically, if I didn't know Winston or Winston didn't know me and Winston just shot me down, but they like, Jay got a record. He was robbing and stealing and all this. That doesn't mean Winston knew that when he shot me or attacked me.
I would literally say to that point, if this first victim had gotten him on the ground and had his pants off and was trying to molest him, then maybe that's an argument.
Nigga, that is
but I'm being serious. I'm being dead serious. What did that have to do with anything that was happening at the moment? You know what I'm saying? If he had been doing something where he was trying to assault Kyle Rittenhouse, like sexually assault him, since you're talking about molestation, then maybe. But that's not what was happening.
Also, you know here's the best thing about that whole thing of what was in their past. Here's the best thing about that. Black people. Every time something happens to a fucking black person, people all of a sudden think, well, look what they did in 2001. Look what they did in 93. That does not apply to the moment unless it is currently relevant to that moment. It's not. It's not. So again, yes, okay, we understand the crimes, but it is not relevant to the moment.
So here's my biggest thing, and this to me would be a true sign of everything going on. Let's say, for example, they let him off for this, calling it self-defense, whatever the fuck. If he doesn't catch jail time for illegally crossing state lines with a fucking gun, then I'm actually pissed off. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to write him some sort of pass for the bullshit he did and say, oh, it was self-defense, whatever the fuck, and honestly, the way this case is going, it's probably going to end up that way one way or the other. But if he does not catch time for illegally crossing the state with a gun he wasn't even allowed to purchase in the first fucking place, I have a massive problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you got acquitted for something else doesn't mean you didn't do some illegal fucking shit.
Right. The murders are one thing. He's guilty of the murders. We know this. Self-defense and stand your ground only applies in those states. Because a lot of people have claimed self-defense and shit. Guess what happened? They went to fuck jail. But illegal, again, no one's trying to take your guns for anybody who's a gun nut. But if you're going to be a gun owner, which he didn't have legally, which legal firearm owners, notice I use different terminology. Legal firearm owners understand this. You illegally had a weapon that you crossed state lines.
Yep.
Felony.
Now, he still shouldn't have done it. But the one thing that he said with all of this shit too was about, at a certain point, he was then being attacked by the kid with the skateboard who got killed. And then the third person who he shot.
He got attacked because he had just shot somebody.
Because he had just shot somebody. And that's the difference. That's the big difference right there. So the only time that he got assaulted is because people were like, yo, that's the active shooter. He just shot someone.
He had just shot somebody.
Then they started chasing him. So I don't want to go back to this case anymore. I'm done with it. Thank you again, G. Smith, who says, have a great weekend, fellas. We appreciate you. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Hold on.
What, excuse me?
Just what did that one chick say on use a hoe? Okay, hold on. Like, we're okay right now. You would just send me the thing from that you just got. I'm literally just gonna send you the shit after we're done. We're good.
All right, I ain't got time to do the other story. Let's just get into it. We'll catch up these stories later. Y'all know.
And now, an ode to Karens, brought to you by Blerds N The Hood. Now, before we go into this dedication, you must be asking yourself, well, what is a Karen and what does it mean? Well, Karen is a mocking slang term for an entitled, obnoxious, middle-aged white woman, especially as featured in memes. Karen is generally stereotyped as having a blonde bob haircut, asking to speak to retail and restaurant managers to voice complaints or make demands, and being a nagging, often divorced mother from Generation X. Karens most notably have been known now to call the police on black people when they're just doing this thing called living. You know, something that God allowed them to do. This includes Barbecue Becky, Permit Patty, Sleepin' Sarah, and a host of others. And typically, Karens feel that because they are white women, they are entitled to do whatever they want and make life choices based on their insecurities as well as fears. Well, here are a few moments of wild Karens caught in their natural habitat.
Jimmy said it best. I hope this is a funny Karen, because I'm angry about that bitch baby right now. Here's the thing. I literally just saw a Karen.
Ooh, real quick. I forgot to tell you. So somebody in the neighborhood sent me a tweet, and there is a story that came out. You remember that Karen you played on the plane? Them like clapping and shit, or the pilot says, "Ma'am."
Yeah.
Officially fake. Filmed. Not only that, bro, these dumbasses wanted to make a viral short film. These niggas shot it like a phone so it would look like it was a thing. They made an IMDb page, nigga, of the director.
No.
Yes, that shit was a faked viral video, and I appreciate the neighborhood. Let me pull up the tweet, the person that tagged me in it. Thank you for giving me that.
Also, AJ Jones says CashApp them niggas. I love that. I mean, you just say CashApp them niggas. Mr. Real shit out.
It looks like it was Debbie Lauper. Thank you so much, Debbie. But yes, it is a fake fucking video. Bullshit.
Okay, cool. I was like, nigga, why would you make an IMDb? All right, because Jimmy made it best
for your shit, bro.
Listen, shit's been wild all show. We've been on a lot of emotion. I do not know what this Karen is. I swear to God, I just grabbed it because I just saw it went up a couple hours ago. We're going to watch this together as a family.
I've got lots of proof, but I haven't got time to actually
show it. You don't need to harass her just for working.
I'm not harassing her. You are. You're harassing me now.
I am not.
Well, that's all I was doing to her.
She's my customer.
And I'm a customer too. Okay. And I was just saying that the ABC spread lies, and she's part of a company that is peddling lies.
She's an employee of the company. She's not the one deciding what they report.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
She just said she reports on sugar cane.
Listen, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm coming from?
She doesn't have to see your point of view.
She doesn't have to. I'm asking her.
No, but that's the point. You don't need to.
I appreciate that you have your opinions.
Yeah,
that is totally fine. Everyone is allowed to have their opinions. I mean, I'm just here.
But it's actually everyone knows.
She's just here trying to get coffee. Like you're probably just here.
But I'm just
lunch,
yeah.
So you
but I'm just saying.
Your opinion on her.
You need to.
I'd like you to leave.
Excuse me.
I actually want to leave, and I actually don't.
Yeah,
I
would
whatever.
love you to leave.
I'd love to not actually give you my money.
That's fine.
ABC sucks. All the media sucks.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for your thoughts.
I don't even know what happened. I won't lie that I stopped paying attention because I was confused.
Clearly,
I was like,
so that's clearly the Karen confronted a woman who had a shirt or something that said she worked for ABC. And the lady was like, "Do you know ABC lies? They're lying." And she was like, "I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm trying to get coffee." Like, it's like she's not the one lying. She just works there. And so
I know you gotta go. All I could think of watching that whole shit is like
COVID-19. I blow the wind of God. The wind of God on you. On you. What the? Oh shit.
I don't know what to say. Okay. So look, I'm about to go work nightclub. Y'all gonna probably, hopefully there's black people dancing to back that ass up. Maybe a little bit better. Hopefully. Don't know. If it isn't, one way or another, Instagram.com/MrJayWashington, Twitter.com. The Doom Patrol season finale review will be up depending on him.
Yes, I'll watch the thing tonight. I can
be up early as fuck if you need to.
No. I feel you. It just might be a situation where y'all gonna see my dad's office with fucking files and shit. Ain't gonna be no normal background shit because I'll be in Dallas. So it might just be. It is what it is. But we'll figure it out, man.
Bro, when I tell you this, Rita fucking Farr, nigga.
Yeah.
Rita fucking Farr. Yeah, that's the thing there. We'll be back Tuesday. Working at the nightclub. I probably will drink my brains away. I'll be in this house crying all weekend if I'm not at work. So if you want to say, Jay, it's gonna be okay, because Winston doesn't care. He's going to Dallas with his family. He has a family that loves.
See, what he's not gonna do is he's not gonna sit here and weaponize my family and my happiness just because
you kicked me out the whole studio.
Yes, nigga. What you not gonna do?
What you're not gonna do is
we gonna have a silent show that we just gonna be silent in this bitch. Is that what you want? You want timeout? You want to go on timeout? Nigga, go to work. Yo, you know where to find them, MrJayWashington on the Twitter, the Instagrams, all that shit. You know where to find me at TheSwaggyBlerd, where all Swaggy Blerds are sold. We'll be back here next Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, as is. And again, keep an eye out for that season finale Doom Patrol review. And we've got a dope interview coming as well. So keep an eye out for that. You'll see me next week, Monday, Friday, Saturday on Citizen, keeping you safe in your hoods. And don't forget to watch tomorrow the Spider-Man Homecoming rewatch happening over the SEN channel with myself, Christian Harloff, and Coy Jandrew. It is popping off. So with that, love to each and every one of you. Have a wonderful weekend, neighborhood. Peace.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch.
Big shout out to everybody that sent in a donation today to what you can to try and help me and Jay do the things that we need to do. You neighborhood are the best that we got, and there's nobody better than the fans that can deal with the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm not calling myself no island boy because I'm a real West Indian motherfucker and not these stupid white boys out here singing on this stupid rap shit. So for each and every one of you, you have a great weekend. You do your damn thing. And on top of that, Jay, watch this shit later, nigga.